समस्त लोक सुखिनो भवन्तु।
समस्त लोका सुखिनो भवन्तु।
समस्त लोक सुखिनो भवन्तु।
समस्त लोका सुखिनो भवन्तु।
समस्त लोक सुखिनो भवन्तु।
समस्त लोका सुखिनो भवन्तु।
शांति शांति शांति।
तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात्। तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात्। तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात्। ईश्वराय विद्महे सत्यदेवाय धीमहि तन्नः सर्वः प्रचोदयात्। ईश्वराय विद्महे सत्यदेवाय धीमहि तन्नः सर्वः प्रचोदयात्। ईश्वराय विद्महे सत्यदेवाय धीमहि तन्नः सर्वः प्रचोदयात्। शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः।
नमामहे कविं कवीनामुपमश्रवस्तमम् ज्येष्ठराजं ब्रह्मणां ब्रह्मणस्पत शृण्वन्नोतिभिस्सीदसादनम् प्रणो देवी सरस्वती वाजेभिर्वाजिनीवती दीनामवित्रयवतु गणेशाय नमः सरस्वत्यै नमः श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः हरिः ओम्। ॐ नमो भगवते रुद्राय ॐ नमस्ते रुद्रमन्यवमुतोर्दैशवे नमः नमस्ते अस्तु धन्वने बाहुभ्यामुदते नमः या तैषु शिवतमा शिवं बभूवते तनुः शिवा शरव्याया तव तया नो रुद्रमृडया या ते रुद्रशिवा तनूरघोरा पापकाशिनी तया नस्तनुभाषन्तमया गिरिशं ताभिजागशीः यामिषुं गिरिशन्तहस्ते विभक्ष्यस्तवे शिवां गिरित्रतां कुरु माहि पुंसि पुरुषं जगत् शिवेन वचसा वागिरिशाच्चावदामसि यदा नः सर्वमिज्जगदयक्ष्मगुं सुमना असत् अद्य वोचदति भक्ता प्रथमो नैव्योऽभिषत् अहीतुश्च सर्वान् जम्बयन् सर्वाश्च यातु नान्यः असौ यस्ताम्रो अरुण उत बभ्रुः सुमङ्गलः ये चेमागुं रुद्रा अवितो दिक्षु श्रुताः सहस्रशो वैशाखुं हेडयीमहे असौ योपसर्पति नीलग्रीवो विलोहितः उतैनं गोपा अदृशन्नदृशन्नुदहार्यः उतैनं विश्वा भूतानि स दृष्टो मृडयादिनः नमो अस्तु नीलग्रीवाय सहस्राक्षाय मीडुषे अतो ये अस्य सत्त्वानोऽहं तेभ्यो करन्नमः प्रमुञ्चदन्वनस्त्वमुभयोराग्नियोज्या याश्च ते हस्तैषवः पराता भगवो वपा अवतत्यदनुस्त्वगुं सहस्रांशशतेषु ते निशीर्य शल्यानां शिवो नः सुमना भवा विज्यं दनुःखपर्दिनो विशल्यो मानवागुम्भुता अनेशन्नस्येषव आमुरस्य निशङ्गतिः या ते हेतिर्मीदुष्टमहस्ते बभूवते गनुः तयास्मान् विश्वतस्त्वमयक्ष्मया परिभुजा नमस्ते अस्त्वायुधायानादकाय कृष्णवे उवाभ्यामुदते नमो बाहुभ्यां तव धन्वने परिते धन्वनो हेतिरस्मान् वृणक्तु विश्वतः अतो य इषुधिस्तवारे अस्मन्निदेहितम् नमस्ते अस्तु भगवन् विश्वेश्वराय महादेवाय त्र्यम्बकाय त्रिपुरान्तकाय त्रिकाग्निकालाय कालाग्निरुद्राय नीलकण्ठाय मृत्युञ्जयाय जयाय सर्वेश्वराय सदाशिवाय श्रीमन्महादेवाय नमः। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः।
त्र्यम्बकं यजामहे सुगन्धिं पुष्टिवर्धनम् उर्वारुकमिव बन्धनान् मृत्योर्मुक्षीयमामृतात्। 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 शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः।
घनश्याम सुंदर स्वामी आनंद प्रदायी मांदाला रास्योय मधुर मोहन घनश्याम सुंदर स्वामी आनंद प्रदायी मांदाला रास्योय भ्रातवे सदा नीवे नामात पिता भ्रातवे सदा सकुडवु गुरु दैवमु मरि अंता नीवेगा सकुडवु गुरु दैवमु मरि अंता नीवेगा नीदे तनुवु नीवे मनसु अंता नीवेगा अणुवणुवुन कणकणमुन निंडियुन्न सदय हृदय अणुवणुवुन कणकणमुन निंडियुन्न सदय हृदय मधुर मोहन घनश्याम सुंदर स्वामी आनंद प्रदायी मांदाला रास्योय देह मेलनो निन्ने पूजिंचलेनी करमुलेनो कनुबिंदुग नीनु चूडनी कन्नुलेनो कनुबिंदुग नीनु चूडनी कन्नुलेनो निन्ने मरचि निंतलंचनि जन्म मेलनो निनु तलवनि निनु पिलवनि जीव मेल जिह्व मेल निनु तलवनि निनु पिलवनि जीव मेल जिह्व मेल मधुर मोहन घनश्याम सुंदर स्वामी आनंद प्रदायी मांदाला रास्योय लंबोदरा जय गजानना
लंबोदरा जय गजानना
लंबोदरा जय गजानना
लंबोदरा जय गजानना
पार्वती नंदन परम दया घन
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 लंबोदरा जय गजानना
लंबोदरा जय गजानना
बंध विमोचन भव भय भंजन
विमोचन भव भय भंजन
बंध विमोचन भव भय भंजन
विमोचन भव भय भंजन
प्रणव स्वरूपा हे शिवानंदन
स्वरूपा हे
प्रणव स्वरूपा हे शिवानंदन
स्वरूपा हे
पाहि प्रभो मां पाहि गजानन
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 लंबोदरा जय गजानना
लंबोदरा जय गजानना
पार्वती नंदन परम दया घन
पार्वती नंदन परम दया घन
लंबोदरा जय गजानना
लंबोदरा जय गजानना
बंध विमोचन भव भय भंजन
बंध विमोचन भव भय भंजन
प्रणव स्वरूपा हे शिवानंदन
प्रणव स्वरूपा हे शिवानंदन
पाहि प्रभो मां पाहि गजानन
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 लंबोदरा जय गजानना गोविंद हरे गोपाल हरे गोविंद हरे गोपाल हरे गोविंद हरे अवतार हरे
गोविंद हरे अवतार हरे
गोविंद हरे अवतार हरे
गोविंद हरे
साई नारायण नारायण
साई नारायण नारायण
साई नारायण नारायण
साई नारायण नारायण
सत्य नारायण नारायण
नारायण नारायण
सत्य नारायण नारायण
नारायण नारायण
कानलोल प्रभु नारायण
लोल प्रभु नारायण
कानलोल प्रभु नारायण
लोल प्रभु नारायण
दीनपाल जय नारायण
दीनपाल जय नारायण
प्रभु दीनपाल जय नारायण
दीनपाल जय नारायण
साई नारायण नारायण
साई नारायण नारायण
सत्य नारायण नारायण
सत्य नारायण नारायण
कानलोल प्रभु नारायण
लोल प्रभु नारायण
दीनपाल जय नारायण
दीनपाल जय नारायण
प्रभु दीनपाल जय नारायण
दीनपाल जय नारायण
साई नारायण नारायण हरि बोलो हरे राम नाम
हरि बोलो हरे राम राम
हरि बोलो हरे राम नाम
हरि बोलो हरे राम राम
हरि बोलो हरे कृष्ण नाम
हरि बोलो हरे कृष्ण
हरि बोलो हरे कृष्ण नाम
हरि बोलो हरे कृष्ण
हरि बोलो सत्य साई राम
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 हरि बोलो हरे राम नाम
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 हरि बोलो हरे कृष्ण नाम
हरि बोलो हरे कृष्ण
हरि बोलो सत्य साई राम
हरि बोलो सत्य साई राम
हरि बोलो हरे राम नाम
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 It was at Pathamandiram that all the big functions started to be held. Whether it is Deepavali or Dasara or Shivratri or birthday, it all started in 1946. So for that, all the devotees would come to Pathamandiram, and then, as we heard previously, Swami would say, don't leave and don't go, stay on for some more days, stay on for 10 more days, 20 more days. So it seems natural that after this, when the devotees go back to their respective places, Swami now goes to where his devotees are. So Swami goes to Mysore, Swami goes to Bangalore, Swami goes to Madras, Swami goes everywhere. And that is how it happened. Swami had gone to Bellary. And from Bellary, we spoke about the devotee Lokanatha Mudaliyar from Madras, presently the city of Chennai. He went to Bellary and picked up Swami and took Swami to Madras. As we had seen previously, that piece of land which had been illegally occupied by a sorcerer and a magician who had put all this black magic on Lokanatha Mudaliyar, that land got freed up. This land was in a place called Gindi. It was the desire of this devotee Lokanatha Mudaliyar that he wanted to offer this land to Swami. Swami says, properties are not proper ties. The only property that we have is our love for Bhagwan and Bhagwan's love for us. Everything else, as Adi Shankara would say, Arati nimeshat kalas sarvam. In one moment, it will be taken away. Ma kuru dhana jana yauvana garvam. Don't have pride on dhana, wealth, jana, the people you have, yauvana, your youth, your influence. Don't have pride about all these, because they can all be gone in one moment. This moment it is there, next moment it is not there. They are not proper ties. And this is what possibly Lokanatha Mudaliyar realized. And he said, Swami, I don't want this land. I want to offer this land to you. I want to build your home here. And Swami said, yes, definitely. And Swami had said, I will come for the Bhumi Puja. So as plans were being made, Lokanatha Mudaliyar receives a letter from Bhagwan. In the letter, Swami says, I shall accept the abode, but don't install my idol there. Install the idol of the previous form, which is Shirdi Sai. And Swami had promised that I will come for the Bhumi Puja. The land is worshipped as Mother Earth. There are 5 mothers that are worshipped: Bhumata, Gomata, Vedamata, Dehamata and Deshamata. The earth, the country, one's own mother, the cow and the Vedas. These 5 are worshipped as mothers. And so you do Bhumi Puja, you worship Mother Earth before you begin any construction, before you start digging into her. This Gindi temple would later become the first ever temple where an idol of Shirdi Baba was installed in 1949. The idol at Shirdi itself came in 1954, 5 years after Gindi. It is for this Bhumi Puja that Lokanatha Mudaliyar went to Bellary to pick up Swami and get him to Madras. And the Bhumi Puja duly took place, wherein Swami materialized a talisman, which was like a roll, and along with kumkum, vibhuti and turmeric, Swami planted it into the land, into the Bhumi. Swami then declared, this will be my first spiritual center. And even as construction began, a huge anthill started coming up at that place. We know Swami's connection with the anthills. In fact, the word putta itself means anthills. This anthill started coming up, and fearing that snakes might be staying there, Lokanatha Mudaliyar ordered for it to be broken, demolished and destroyed. Even as they began demolishing that anthill, they noticed that their family members began to get sick, one by one. Swami appears in the dream of the station master of the Gindi station, and in his dream he tells, tell them not to demolish my home, I am there as Naga Sai. And therefore, when this is conveyed by the station master to Lokanatha Mudaliyar, instead of demolishing that huge anthill, Lokanatha Mudaliyar gets a big mantapam built over it. It becomes a temple which exists even to this day. And this happened on the 10th of July 1946.
Around this time, Swami made another trip to a place called Kadalur in Tamil Nadu. There's a couple very devoted to Swami who comes and invites Swami to their house in Kadalur, and it's a person by name K.N.K. Srinivas. So Swami accompanies him and he comes with his entire family, and Swami travels back in the car with them. Some interesting details about this particular trip. They engage a professional chauffeur or a driver by name Abdul Sattar. And interestingly, I think he must have been a very popular driver because a lot of devotees who came later also happened to engage him to drive Swami's car. And he must have also built a rapport with Swami, because of which other devotees also thought it was nice to have him as the driver. And he has very fond memories of such trips. In fact, even this trip from Puttaparthi to Bangalore to Kadalur, he says that in between Swami took the wheels. Swami came to the driver's seat, Swami made him sit next to him, and Swami drove for a while. Even as Swami is driving, if there's any place where there's a beautiful scenery or something, Swami will stop the car and Swami will just walk around for some time. And the hosts who were traveling with Swami and were taking Swami to their house, they quickly served some breakfast on some leaf and they gave it to this driver, Abdul Sattar. And they told him, quickly finish off your breakfast because before Swami comes, you can finish. So when they serve him the breakfast, he goes, literally hides behind the vehicle and he's quickly gobbling up his food. And Swami notices this and Swami calls him. He says, come here. And he comes running. He thinks that Swami is asking him to start the car. And Swami takes him to the house and Swami tells them, why did you do this? And Swami tells them there is only one caste. All of us are mothers, fathers and children. We are all related. How can you treat him separately like this? And the next stop where they stop for breakfast, Swami makes him sit next to him and Swami serves him food, and Swami ensures that henceforth every time he's treated like one of the people who's part of the convoy. And typically drivers would do it. This driver told Swami, just 2 rupees per kilometer. From here if we take a detour, we can go to Pondicherry and see some places and come. And Swami said, okay, come, let's go. So from Kadalur, Swami went with his driver to Pondicherry, Tiruvannamalai, because Swami didn't go into the ashrams. But Swami visited all these places and he came. So this Abdul Sattar also narrates another beautiful incident when at one particular point when they stop, there's a custard apple tree. And Swami goes around walking as usual and he goes to this custard apple tree and he says he clearly sees that Swami plucked a custard apple. And then he came towards the driver. So the driver was very happy. He said, all of these rich people are there, the hosts are there, but Swami is coming towards me to give me the custard apple. And Swami gives him the custard apple, and when he looks at it, it's a red, ripe, good apple. And then Swami goes to this particular devotee's house, Mr. Srinivas. Swami stays there for 3 days, then he returns. Around this time, there is a devotee who speaks about another visit to Kadalur. He doesn't name the devotee, but the descriptions that he gives suggest that it could be the same couple. And this story is very, very fascinating. There is this couple who come to Swami and they get ignored. Can you imagine being ignored in the old Mandir? When Swami is eating with you, sleeping with you, going out with evening walks with you. And that's Swami. Even then he can ignore if he wishes to. So this couple were constantly being ignored and they kept coming back again and again. Why did they come back again and again? Otherwise a very rich family, they had got into a lot of debts. They were in a lot of trouble, so they came to Swami hoping that Swami will solve their problem. Eventually Swami speaks to them and Swami answers their prayer of going to their house in Kadalur. So that's why I was saying that it could well be the same devotee. So after Swami goes there, they perform Pada Puja for Swami. And this person narrates that after they do Pada Puja, Swami taps the ground and there, can you believe it, appears a small bronze vessel, bronze pot filled with gold coins. What more do you want, especially in the situation they were in? They were so excited. That was one stroke, Swami has solved all their problems. But then Swami is very playful, isn't he? So Swami materialized this pot of gold, gives it to them, and Swami says, come, let's go to Puttaparthi now. And he makes them lock their house with that pot of gold and makes them come to Puttaparthi. So all the while their mind now is only on that pot of gold. So Swami takes them to Puttaparthi and Swami makes them stay, and every other day they come and ask, Swami, can we return? Suggesting, can we go back to that pot of gold, right? Swami says, no, I'll tell you. And Swami makes them stay for 2 weeks, and they become so restless that one day they leave without taking Swami's permission. And they are like waiting to go and again have a look at that pot of gold. They open the door and it is there. It has not vanished. It is still there, and greedily they go and touch it and it vanishes. So of course he comes back after that. Swami doesn't talk to that family for a long time. See, this is how we are. This is how silly we are. Right? Here is Swami who can solve all our problems. When we talk about surrender, one image which always comes to mind, and Swami would also say this. Swami would say, I'm above you, below you, in front of you, behind you, all around you. When Swami says that, you can only think of the relationship a child has with a mother when the child is in the womb. Right? When the child is in the womb of the mother is above, below, before, behind, and all around the child. And when the child is in the womb like that, the child does not have to tell the mother, it's 2 o'clock, give me lunch. The child does not have to tell the mother, I'm feeling hungry, give me some milk. Everything is automated. When you need it, it comes to you. If it has not come to you, the need has not arisen. And when we turn to Swami and we believe that yes, he can give and he knows the time, right? As Swami would quote, Lord Vishnu tells Narada, he says, Narada, the devotee who is wise enough to ask me for the right things at the right time, I will bless him or her. I will give him whatever they are asking for. But that devotee who comes to me and tells Swami, you give me whatever you want, whenever you want, Lord Vishnu says, I will have to be behind that devotee, because it becomes my duty to ensure that he gets whatever he wants when he needs it. And that is how a devotee binds the Lord to oneself.
Swami comes, he solves all our problems when we look up to him as our only solace and our succor. But after that, we get back to the world. We think that, now we have got Swami. Now I have finished my Prasanthi pilgrimage. Now it's time to get back to the world. Swami writes beautifully in the Ramkatha Rasavahini towards the end in what is possibly the most controversial thing that Lord Sri Rama did, which is sending away his chaste and pure wife Sita to the forest. And he sends her away because apparently a washerman passes a comment saying, how could the king accept a woman who stayed in somebody else's home? And this is after Sita has gone through the Agni Pariksha. But when we read the Ramkatha Rasavahini, which is an autobiography because the Lord has written it, Swami writes so beautifully that when this news reaches Rama of what the Dhobi has said about his wife Sita, Rama goes to Mother Sita and says, Sita, I am very happy with you. What do you want? Ask for what you want. And at that point in time, Mother Sita says, Rama, always I have had this desire to visit the different hermitages that are around Ayodhya. It will be nice if I can go and do that. You see, Swami says, in the beginning, the whole kingdom was there, but Sita says, no, I want to go with my Lord to the forest. But having gone to the forest, she sees a golden deer and says, no, I want the golden deer. And Swami in his discourses says, the moment you get kama, desire, Rama goes away. And for that, Sita begins to repent after that, because Ravana takes her away to Lanka. And Lanka is a golden city. You asked for a golden deer, I am giving you a whole golden city, take it. But Sita has realized her mistake. She says, no, I don't want anything. I don't want anything in Lanka. I want Rama, 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 Rama. And for that sake, Rama walks all across the subcontinent carries along with him monkeys and squirrels and everybody and fights Ravana and rescues Mother Sita. And Mother Sita says, I am very happy now, I got my Lord Sri Rama. Once again Rama says, now I am happy, what do you want? I mean, shouldn't Mother Sita have said, Rama, what else do I want? I have you. She says, no, I want to go for the hermitage. Rama says, okay, go. Tells Lakshmana, take Sita, whatever she may say, don't allow her to come back. Let her be there only. That is why the next time Sita meets Rama, that is after Lava and Kusha defeat Rama in battle and there is a reunion, it's almost like Prakriti, Mother Sita saying, enough Rama, now I am back with you, now I don't want, I am leaving my body. She goes back into Mother Earth. Possibly in the initial days we wanted nothing else, only Swami, Swami, Swami. And we get Swami and we feel that we have got Swami now. Now I can focus back on my worldly desires, on my worldly career, my growth. That is what happened. That was the example that he stated.
Jai Ganesh, Jai Ganesh, Jai Ganesh Deva, Mata Jati Parvati Pita Mahadeva.
A month after this, after July, August, it is the time of Ganesh Chaturthi. As I said, in 1946, all the festivals were celebrated one after the other at the Pata Mandiram. So for Ganesh Chaturthi, one of the most interesting things is 21 different types of leaves are brought to Lord Ganesha. It's very interesting. And you know what? All these leaves are not some exotic plants. Most of them are weeds which grow by the roadside. And the Ganesh Chaturthi festival comes immediately after the rainy season. So a lot of weeds would have grown everywhere. In fact, in our childhood, it used to be a interesting thing to go and try to search all these 21 different kinds of leaves. So Swami also takes all the people from Pata Mandiram to the banks of river Chitravati and tells, come, let us collect all these leaves for the worship of Lord Ganesha. So he assigns this task to the two daughters of Tippamma, the wife of Gumagutta Subbarao. And these two girls go around and after an hour or two of hard work, come back to Swami and tell Swami, yes, all leaves are ready. Swami says, all leaves are ready? Yes, Swami. And they array it. Swami says, where are the tulsi leaves? Oh, tulsi, we forgot, Swami. And they go around and there is not a single tulsi plant in sight. They come back to Swami and tell Swami, tulsi leaf, I think it will be difficult to get. Swami says, why? Just pluck and come. Swami, there are no tulsi plants. I see only tulsi plants. And they turn around and it's only tulsi plants there. Another Leela in a moment. So they go and pluck. They pluck basketfuls of tulsi plant. There's an excess of tulsi leaves. One of these daughters, her name is Nagalakshmi, she decides to make a big mala for Swami with tulsi. Tulsi mala. Now Swami at this time is 19-year-old, 20-year-old. And she starts making the tulsi mala and now, because the mala is thick and filled with tulsi leaves, there is a shortage of tulsi leaves. And in the basket, it's reaching the bottom. Swami comes there again and says, oh, you need more tulsi leaves. Puts his hand into the basket. Why, this much is not enough? Puts it back. The basket is full again. Speaking of leaves, we introduced Miss Leela, the daughter of Lokanatha Mudaliyar. She records one very interesting episode wherein she has preserved one leaf of the Bodhi tree. Her idea is after 2-3 weeks it will dry up and then she can separate out the veins and get only the skeletal form of the leaf, She has kept it in her Bhagavad Gita book as a bookmark. Less of a bookmark, more of a way to dry it. Swami comes and picks up that book and turns, sees that leaf there, shuts the book and then opens it again for her and the leaf is there dried, completely dried in its skeletal form. And Swami says, how much time do you think it would take to do this? And she says, Swami, at least 2 weeks. Swami says, see this Agni Hasta. It happened in a moment. What is time for the one who is worshipped as Kalaya Namaha, Kala Kalaya Namaha, Kala Titaya Namaha? Time, space, all these are playthings. We have to keep reminding ourselves of this. One of the biggest sadhana we can do is to remind ourselves of who Swami is so that we will be able to get our priorities right.
Miss Leela Mudaliyar, there's another beautiful incident she narrates. As he mentioned, she's a botanist. right? So she had this habit of sending New Year greetings to Swami. And being a botanist, what she used to do, she used to draw a beautiful flower on the greeting card and send. And every New Year she had this habit of sending this greeting card to Swami. And what would Swami do? Swami would wave his hand, materialize a small stamp-sized photo of himself, stick it on that flower and send it back to her. And this would happen every year on New Year. A very simple incident, but I think this is what Swami wants all of us to do. You know, there is no one thing which pleases Swami. There is no one art form that pleases Swami. There is no one talent which pleases Swami. What is yours, you offer it to him and he will accept it. There was another, maybe quickly I'll narrate, there was this old devotee of Swami who's been coming from the 70s. He became an architect eventually. And Swami has been talking to that person since he was a student, and so he went through this education. So he became an architect who builds luxury homes, right? So that's his speciality. So one fine day Swami calls him and Swami tells him, look, I'm building a hospital. I'm building the second hospital in Bangalore. I want you to do the designs for that. And this person said, Swami, I've never done any building like that. I'm always doing luxury homes and luxury buildings. Swami said, no, I want you to do this for me. And Swami said, you do it. So he went back and his entire firm sat on it for 3 months. And at the end of 3 months, they had all the diagrams. You know, it could be very complicated. They have to have all the diagrams in place. So he does all of that. And he comes to Swami, he's pretty satisfied. He said, in 3 months, it's pretty good progress that we've made. So he makes all of these designs and he comes to Swami. Swami is in Parthi. Swami is staying in the Purnachandra at that time. So Swami calls him and he sends word. So he takes all of these diagrams in these long, architects have these cases. And when he goes inside Swami's room is filled with models. Models are done after the diagrams, right? According to architecture. So he goes there and Swami is telling him, this model has come from this place. This model has come from this architect. All architects whose names he reads in textbooks, they've all sent models. Swami said, all these people want to do. Then he looked at the diagrams in his hand, which was his first attempt at designing a hospital. Swami showed him all the models and said, but I want you to do it for me. Swami does not seek the best. If Swami wanted the best speakers, Arvind and I will not be here. If Swami wanted the best singers, some of our friends who sing in the Mandir will not be singing there. All Swami wanted was that with a pure heart, you offer what you have. And whatever it is, he was ready to accept. We've been speaking about the beautiful Patha Mandiram days. And yesterday we spoke about the Kuppam family. The second trip when they made, they inquire around in Penukonda railway station and Bukkapatnam and all these places. They ask, how's the crowd at Puttaparthi now? And the bus drivers and the Tongawalas and all of them tell, nowadays more devotees are coming. And their hearts sank. They wondered, will Swami speak to us now? They thought, so much crowd is coming now. And then later when Swami moved to Prasanthi Nilayam, 1950, the devotees felt very disappointed that now no more Swami will sleep in a couch amongst men and women. They would no more see Swami going from his bathroom to his room, shyly clad with a towel. So one of these old devotees, I think it was Kannamma, asked Swami, what will happen in the future? How will the devotees who come in the future feel close to you, feel your love? How will they feel your presence? Because the trend is obvious, you're going to become more and more inaccessible. And Swami told them, ఈ పుట్టపర్తి ప్రాహారంలో కూర్చుకొని ఈ కథలన్నీ చెప్తూ ఉంటారు, Swami said. Meaning, my devotees will sit in this Puttaparthi, they will relate and hear and rejoice in all of these stories, and that way I will be close to them. That is the opportunity Swami has given us through this program. The year 1946 was very special for another reason. Many of the festivals were celebrated for the first time during this year. But in a very big way, a festival was celebrated in 1946, which continues even till today, and that happens to be the Dashara festival. As we said, the first few years, 1945, 44, and the years before that, Swami was traveling during the Dashara time. Swami was in Mysore during Dashara. So for the first time, Swami was in Puttaparthi, and some devotees made this request. Swami, why not celebrate Dashara here in Puttaparthi? We are all here. Swami readily agreed, but under one condition. Swami said, no advertisement. Whoever is here, whoever comes, we'll celebrate. No sending word, no gathering people. So they agreed. There were a few families which had come a couple of weeks back, they stayed on. But news quickly spread, a lot of people started coming. So Seshagiri Rao comes and tells Balapatabi, see, a lot of devotees are going to come. At the end of it, we have to give all the devotees prasadam. So we need vibhuti. So you go and ask Swami that he should give us vibhuti that we can give all the devotees. Swami comes himself and Swami says, hey, a lot of devotees are going to come. We need to give them prasadam. Swami says, go get one tin or empty vessel, something like a drum. So they bring this huge drum, an empty drum, and Swami says, okay, keep it here. And Swami starts rubbing his hand over the mouth of that vessel. And in no time, the vessel fills up with vibhuti. And Swami says, you keep this, pack this and give all the devotees. And then Swami specifically says, this is from my dhuni, he says. So slowly the devotees start coming in cartloads. Before they could realize there's a huge crowd. The place is agog with activity. Somebody sends a generator from Trichy. Somebody sends a huge generator that comes. But the problem is it runs on petrol, and during those times, petrol was not so easily available. And you can imagine it's definitely not available in a place like Puttaparthi. So they were disappointed that, the generator is there, the lights are there, everything else is there, but there's no petrol. So Swami says, all right, go fetch some water from the well and fill the generator. During the Shirdi avatar, when the shopkeepers refused to give Baba oil, he filled water in the lamps and lit the lamps. This seems to be like an upgrade of the same miracle. This time he fills water in the generator and the generator runs the lamps. As we all know, Dashara is a festival where we worship Swami as the mother aspect.
Pujali de, bhakti pujali de, Baba kune cheyu pujali de, bhakti pujali de.
So he is Shiva, he is Shakti too. So they start worshipping him, and there is this beautiful tradition of Kumkum Puja, which goes on even today. It started way back then. But then it was a little different. Swami was seated on a throne like this. On either side of him were Miss Leela Mudalyar, who's the daughter of Lokanath Mudalyar. And the other girl was Vijay Kumari or Vijayma of the Kupam family. They were sitting at Swami's feet and they were doing this Kumkumarchana directly to Swami's feet. And all the other ladies were seated in rows, and they were all doing this Kumkumarchana. And on each of the 9 days this happened. Some days they all came and offered the kumkum to Swami's feet. Some days Swami walked to each one of those people and accepted their offerings. Then Swami gave blessings to all of them. Then there was bhajans from 8 to 9. In the evening, they had this beautiful procession in which they began taking Swami. A wonderful palanquin was made, bedecked with flowers. And Swami was seated on that, and Swami would be taken on this procession. Of course, over the years, we're talking about the first Dashara. Over the years, this palanquin procession became even more grand. It so became that in the subsequent years, there would be one special palanquin for each day of the Dashara. Swami would be dressed according to the day on which the procession was taking place, because we know that each day is meant for one particular deity, one particular Devi. So Swami would dress in different colors. And the villagers around Puttaparthi have never seen something like this. This is such a grand celebration. So whether they liked Swami, they didn't like Swami, they were devoted to Swami, they were not devoted to Swami, all of them came. They wanted to see, what is this? What is happening? Sometime back, he was playing with his playmates around. And today, they're taking him in a procession like this. Jealousy. So they all hide in different places. And they try to disrupt the procession by throwing stones. And the devotees realize that all the stones thrown transform into flowers and fall on Swami. But Swami was looking so charming, so beautiful, that nobody had the heart to turn away from Swami and walk. So they would all look at Swami and walk backwards. And Swami seated on the palanquin will say, hey, watch out, there's a ditch over there. Hey, there's a turning over here. You have to go like this, you have to go like that. Swami wearing all these garlands, thick garlands, playfully would pluck a few flowers and throw it at the people at the procession. And what Swami throws will become lockets and rings and trinkets like that. And many of the devotees cherish that for many, many years. So this procession would start sometime in the evening once it becomes a little dark, and it would go and it would go and it would go. By the time they return, sometimes it would be 2 in the night. And these devotees would wonder, where did we go? They would say, we didn't come across the same buildings and same landmarks again and again, so we were not going in circles. Where did we go? So some of them would go the next morning and they would go around, and they would say that however slowly we walked, we would cover all the lanes in 20 minutes to 30 minutes. Where did we walk for 4 hours? During the last day, the final Vijayadashmi day, Sakama dressed Swami like a prince. They put garlands of pearls and diamonds. They made Swami wear bracelets. And she said, he's a prince, he should be dressed up like a prince. And of course, Leela Mudaliyar, she notes that on the final day, they took Swami towards the edge of the village. We all know that Dashara is celebrated for multiple reasons. And one of the reasons is we believe that it is the day on which Ravana was killed by Lord Rama. Right? So in some places in India, we have the celebration of having a huge Ravana built and he's shot down. It goes up in flames. So they took Swami to a place in the outskirts of the village, and there is a tradition, there is a particular tree, I think she writes it's a Vanni tree. That tree is dressed up like it is Ravana, and they gave Swami a bow and arrow and they asked Swami to shoot down the tree. So everything, whatever they had, to make that festival so grand and so special. And Swami conceded, Swami gave himself for the celebrations. And that is how the first Dashara was celebrated. And as I mentioned, as the years go on, this would become one of the grandest celebrations in Parthi. And as we see it even today, more and more attributes got added to this festival. And today it is what it is.
And then after Dasara, Swami set out. So Swami went to Mysore via Bangalore. Before going to Bangalore, Swami made a brief halt at Nandi Hills. This is a picture of Swami in Nandi Hill sitting under a tree with the devotees, and this is the back exit or the back entrance of the Yoganandishwara temple. The thing about the Lord is he is able to achieve multiple things in one act. And that is why I think it was V.K. Gokak who coined a new term. Apart from omnipresence, omniscience and omnipotence, he said Bhagwan has omnifelicity, where at one shot he is able to felicitate multiple people. It was thrilling for both of us to discover that an episode narrated by Professor Kasturi and a few other devotees is different from the narrative of Kannamma, and yet they are describing the same thing. So on one hand we heard that Swami kept sleeping throughout, from the morning after breakfast till evening 6 o'clock, so that he will not go for the Kedda operation and go to Kannamma's home. That was the Bali Padyami day, the Deepavali day. On the Deepavali day in Puttaparthi there was sadness. There was no light. Because what is Deepavali without Swami? So everybody was sad. And suddenly at a distance they see a convoy of cars near Karnatanagepalli village. They are all thrilled. Is Swami coming back? So a lot of people who are awake get up and rush towards the Chitravati banks, because no car can come beyond that. After that they have to walk to the Patha Mandir. And they wait. They have seen the cars at a distance. Now they wait for the cars to come around the bend. They wait for minutes, wait for half an hour. No car comes around the bend. And everybody wonders, what was it? Was it an illusion? We thought Swami is coming. But no, we were wrong. They were wrong in a sense, but they were also right in a sense. Because as they go back to Patha Mandiram, they begin preparations for celebrating Deepavali in the presence of a photograph. A cobra has coiled itself around Bhagwan's photograph. And it is not an ordinary cobra. It is a silver cobra, silver colored cobra. At the same time, this is when Swami, according to Kannamma, has slept in Mysore. He has gone to sleep. But Professor Kasturi and another devotee record this as Swami went into a trance in Mysore. Why he went into a trance? Because here the cobra was giving darshan, and that cobra, that Naga Sai, sat around that portrait waiting for all the devotees to come, just as Swami would wait in the Patha Mandiram waiting for the devotees to come. It accepted the devotees' offerings of kumkum, haldi and milk. It sat there throughout, swaying for the bhajans. Lunchtime came, the cobra didn't move. Then more and more devotees started coming in. It became a spectacle in the village. 4 hours, 5 hours, the cobra is simply sitting there. So they all come for darshan. Everybody starts coming, breaking coconuts. You know, when people break coconuts, traditionally, that coconut is given back to you as prasadam. You take it home and make chutney or whatever, you know. Now here was one woman. Her name is Reddy Narsamma. Now, Reddy Narsamma had apparently bought a very huge coconut, and she also offered it to the cobra, to Naga Sai. And afterward, when the priest, after every batch, he is returning back the coconuts, she is saying, no, this is not my coconut. She wants her coconut because she has brought possibly which is sufficient for chutney for 10 people, and she is getting only a 4 people chutney coconut. So she starts arguing and fighting and all that there. Then the priest says, okay, you only search for your coconut. She starts digging through and telling him, what happened? No, I don't know where you threw it off. Maybe you already gave it off. And on an otherwise peaceful and nice, lovely day, this lady is creating a ruckus. And for the first time, the cobra raises its hood fully wide and comes near her and hisses. She silently picks up the 4 people chutney coconut and goes. And everybody around smile because they feel that this cobra is also doing things like Swami, playful, playing pranks. And the cobra sits on, receives the saffron, the kumkum, milk, coconut. Around 4 p.m. or something, they say that the cobra slithered under some box or something. At around 6 o'clock when they go there, there's no cobra. Where did it go? Nothing they know. But they're all so thrilled. They feel that because they were feeling sad, they were missing Swami. Swami came and granted them darshan in that form. And Professor Kasturi writes in Satyam Shivam Sundaram, at 6 p.m., Swami came out of his trance in Mysore and visited a devotee's home. And Kannamma records, Swami slept till 6 o'clock because he didn't want to go to Khedda. He got up and came to our home. So the same episode, that is the beauty, that is the multifarious ways in which the Lord operates.
When Swami is away in Mysore, an interesting consignment arrives at Prasanthi Nilayam. A parcel. There are 3 items in that parcel. One is a huge box, and from the shape of it and from a little bit of curiosity, I think that devotees would have peeped inside. They realized that it looks like a throne for Swami. So they're very happy. It has come from devotees who have sent it from Madras. So they say, all right, it's a nice throne, we can use it for Swami's birthday. So they keep it aside. And the 2 other consignments which come, when they open it, they are 2 oil paintings. One of Swami and one of Shirdi Baba. But none of them are able to make out who has sent these pictures. Who has painted them and who has sent them to them, nobody knows. Swami also never reveals, but it comes along with this chair. In fact, in later years, these are the 2 pictures which were adorning Swami's Prasanthi Nilayam main altar for many, many years. In fact, I think it's the same Shirdi Baba picture which is still there. The picture of Swami, of course, was changed to a photograph. But this is one of the things which came. And all the while Swami was in Mysore, and in time for Swami's birthday, Swami comes back. And when Swami comes, they ask about this chair. They say, Swami, shall we open this throne and use it for the birthday? Swami says, no, not now. We will use it for next year's birthday, Swami says. And gives a very mischievous smile. We've actually spoken about this even in the last time. Probably we'll refresh the memories of those who are with us. There was one of Swami's relatives, his name was Subbaraju, Seshamaraju's brother-in-law. When Swami was staying in Kamalapuram, one day he was sitting on one of the chairs. So this Subbaraju comes, he's like his elder brother figure. He kind of shouts at Swami and says, hey, get up, what are you rocking the chair? And Swami, who never usually gets upset by these things, that day got a little upset. And Swami gets a little serious and Swami says, you're making me get up from this chair? One day you will wipe a silver throne for me and I will come and sit on it. This was the chair. And Swami does not allow them to open it during that festival, does not allow them to open it during any other festivals in the subsequent year. Till the birthday comes, till Mr. Subbaraju is around, Swami calls him and Swami says, open that. And even as he opens that chair, he starts crying. He remembers what Swami had told him. So those are the things which have come. So preparations for Swami's birthday begin.
Around Shivratri time in 1947, a sadhu from Badrinath landed up in Puttaparthi. He is a person who has done meditation and tapas at Badrinath in North India, and he lands up here. And this has been recorded by Krishna Kumar, who was one of the sons of the Kuppam family that we spoke about. He and his brother Amarendra were very close to Swami. They used to stay with Swami. They were of similar age, I think, Swami's age, and they would stay with Bhagwan. So Krishna Kumar records this incident because Swami writes about these, false yogis and different kinds of yogis. This sadhu from Badrinath comes and sets up tent in front of the Satyama temple. And he looks at this Krishna Kumar and he starts telling what is so great about this Swami? What is it that he is doing? He begins to wave his hand and materialize fruits and vibhuti. That is the thing. That is the reason I think Swami doesn't give importance to these miracles. Because the ability to perform these miracles can be achieved. They are not the only definition of God. It is the transformation of the heart that defines God. Only God can bring about a transformation in the heart. Only divinity can do that. Materializing siddhis can be achieved. And the moment this sadhu comes from Puttaparthi, whoever is there criticizing Swami, who are against Swami, they all go and join this fellow's team. See, oh, Jai Baba, they join him. You have no idea who this person is, what he has done. Simply because he's a chance to stand against somebody you don't like, you go and team up with them. They all team up with this person and this person gets encouraged. Oh, so many supporters. Possibly he didn't have that many followers in Badrinath. So he has come here. And one day, this sadhu looks at Krishna Kumar and tells, hey boy, come here. I heard you're living with Swami. Go tell him to come and meet me. Anyway, this Krishna Kumar goes to Swami. Swami says, who told you to go and meet him? Swami, he only called me. I was coming on the way to the Mandir, he called. Okay, you go about, you mind your own business, you forget that fellow. So Krishna Kumar goes about minding his own business. Next day again when he's passing by, sadhu goes, hey, come here. He doesn't leave, He runs away as fast as he can. And tells Swami, I want to avoid, but he's coming and catching me every time. What should I do? So okay, next time he catches you, tell him to come for bhajans. Okay, Swami. So next time again he catches, hey, come here boy, you come, what? You're not recognizing you come here, I'll show you. He says, no, you come for bhajans. Swami told he'll meet you during bhajans. So okay. So this sadhu gets up and goes and he comes and sits on a, like a pedestal, like area, like a tulsi matam is there, on that he sits. After one bhajan, Swami calls Krishna Kumar and tells, go tell that sadhu Baba, tell him to sing bhajan. Okay. So he goes and tells that sadhu, you please sing bhajan. And to the utter amazement of Krishna Kumar, this sadhu starts singing very melodiously. Wonderful bhajan he sings. One after another, very soulfully, and everybody is lost. Swami is also enjoying the bhajans. 1 hour he sings bhajans. After which Swami tells Krishna Kumar, now you do Arati today. And as Krishna Kumar completes the Arati to Swami, this person gets up. His eyes are welling with tears. He seems to be in a devotional frenzy and he's going on saying, I saw my Badrinath, I saw my Badrinath, I saw my Badrinath. And this is what he keeps telling everybody. Goes out, I saw my Badrinath, I saw my Badrinath. And this time when Krishna Kumar is returning, he calls him and tells, hey boy, come here. Tell Swami that I'm leaving tomorrow. He says, okay, fine. Finally some nice message. So he goes and tells Swami that Baba is telling he's going to go. Tomorrow? No. Tell him to stay one more day. Tell him to come tomorrow again for bhajan. Hey, we should gift him something. Go see in the storeroom what is there. So he goes to the storeroom and he says, Swami, one old padukas are there and one Rudraksha mala is there. Swami says, get the Rudraksha mala. I'll give it to him tomorrow. But Swami, that Rudraksha mala is very small. Maybe you can use it as a wristband, No, you get it, no problem. And he gets that small Rudraksha mala, and next day when the sadhu comes, Swami blesses him, gives him namaskar, and from a distance just throws this Rudraksha mala like this. Even as Swami throws, it expands and becomes a mala around his neck, coming till his navel. And the next day, he leaves. Those who actually are yogis and they are not recognizing Swami, either they are ignorant or they are arrogant. And for both, Swami uses the same treatment, the treatment of divine love, transformation of the heart. I'll just continue with that letter again. Swami says, you might have read the life stories of great legendary characters and incarnations of God and known of the great trials that they have faced. It's quite natural for Mahatmas to be criticized in this manner. Why do you worry of such things? How long can dogs bark at the stars or bay at the moon? Likewise, this adverse publicity too is temporary. Satya will win at last. Self-reliance and beneficial activity, the great ones tread upon these paths. As long as we are engaged in promoting the welfare of devotees and allotting them the fruits of their actions, why at all should we worry? In the final analysis, all human likes and dislikes pertain only to the physical body, not to the Atma. And having written this much, Swami then doles out that immortal poem which is oft quoted again and again and again, which is the statements which is almost like Bhagwan's vision statement and mission statement.
And Swami writes in that these beautiful words of that poem, he says, Akhila manavulaku ananda munagurchi rakshinchuchundute dikshanaku. 21-year-old boy, 1947. Barely 100 people are gathering around him. What does he say? Akhila manavulaku anandamunagurchi rakshinjuchundute dikshanaku. He says, not for people of Kottacheru, Puttaparthi, Bukkapatnam, not for people from Mysore, Kuppam and Bangalore. Akhila manavulaku. People from all around the world, I want to give them happiness. Dikshanaku. This is the vow that I have taken. What a powerful statement to come from Swami. I wonder what would have run in Seshamaraju Garu's mind when he read this. Today when we are sitting in Radio Sai, we listen to stories. There are some devotees of Swami who were in the city of Samarkand in Uzbekistan. They were doing medical camp there. They thought this is a Muslim country, war-torn region. We will not mention Swami. We will just do good work. If anybody asks us, we will tell them that this is where we come from. So after a few days, one Muslim lady comes up to them and says, who has sent you here? Who do you represent? You've all done such good work. You've helped us. Who are you? Who has sent you here? And they take a small pocket calendar in which Swami's photo is there and they give it to that lady. And that lady breaks down and she says, He is our God. He is our God. He is our God. He has come to us so many times. And one of the teenage boys who's running around, he comes and peeps into that photo and says, yesterday he was playing football with us. Sanmargamuna Cherinchavarala Cheipatti Kapadute Vratamunaku. He says, those who go astray from the right path, I will hold them by the hand and bring them to the right path. Cheipatti Kapadute Vratamunaku. So he says, this is my resolve. All those who are going astray, I'm going to catch them by the hand. From our part, we have to give him our hand. Right? Unless we stretch out. That's one thing with Swami, as we always see. Swami had told one of the devotees, see, free will is a gift that God has given to man. The desire, the decision, the ability to make choices, God has given to each one. God will never snatch it away from a person. You have to choose to give it to Swami. Unless we stretch out and give our hand, Swami will not hold. Swami will not come and grab our hand unless in some birth we would have made that prayer, Swami, whatever happens, even if I don't like you, you come and grab me by my hand. Then Swami says, Bida sadalakaina penubada toliginchi lemini bapute premanaku. In all these days we have been describing, there is one thing which is missing, which is synonymous with Swami, and that is seva, right? We have not spoken about any grand Narayan Sevas. We have not spoken about any grand medical camps. Swami is just frolicking around. He's just running around like a young deer, playing with all these people, doing all these miracles. But he writes to his brother, Bida sadalakaina penubada toliginchi lemini bapute premanaku. To remove the suffering of the poor and give them what they lack is what I love. All these initial years, Swami was making people love him. And what is the next step after you love Swami? Swami, what would you like us to do? Right? Now I love Swami. What should I do to please Swami? So Swami says, this is what I love. So if you love me, this is what you have to do. And Swami is saying, this is what Swami expects. Be the sadalakaina penubada toliginchi lemini bapute premanaku. And then Swami says, Niyama nishtalatoda nanugulchu varini kapaduchundute ghanatanaku. What beautiful words. Swami says, I will never forsake my devotee, and that is what I am proud of. I am not proud of all these princes and princesses coming and falling at my feet. I am not proud of all these people gathering. I am not proud of the visions I am giving. What am I proud of? once I take care of a person, I will never let go of that person. Till the end, I will take care of him. But Swami gives a condition. Niyama nishtala toda nanugolchu varini. Swami says niyama and nishta, with discipline and with resolve, with focus. Those who worship me like that, I will never let go of them. Niyama nishtala toda nanugolchu varini kapaduchundute ghanatanaku. Then Swami says, Manchi cheddalu kuda manasulo samamuga bhavinchuchundute bhakti naku. You think you come and do worship on my feet like this? Professor Nanjundia tells a beautiful incident. When Swami was in old Vrindavan, he always had this desire to do an elaborate Pada Puja for Swami, because that Pada Puja era was over, right? So he was hoping that one day he will get the opportunity to do Pada Puja for Swami. So he got all the paraphernalia, the fruits and the water and all of that plate. So one day Swami gave him the opportunity. So he did to his heart's content. And Swami also very innocently, curiously sat and observed the whole procedure. And then Professor Nanjunde asked Swami, if bhakti is there, is it enough? I might be getting the phrase wrong, but the essence of what he conversed with Swami was this. He said, Swami, is bhakti enough to take us to the ultimate stage? And Swami went on to say, if by bhakti you think that this is what bhakti is, what you did now, if you think this is bhakti, it is a burden for you, it is a burden for me. This is of no use to me, no use to you. But what is bhakti? Swami says, Manchi cheddalu kuda, good and bad, pain and suffering, right and wrong, manasulo samamuga bhavinchuchundute bhakti naku. My definition of devotion is to be equanimous. Whatever happens in life, accept it as God's will, God's prasadam. That is my definition of devotion, and you can be sure that this definition has not changed at all. Every time Swami spoke, in the letter itself, 3-4 times Swami has mentioned. Every time Swami spoke from the time of Krishna, bhakti is this for Swami. To accept whatever comes with equanimity, good or bad, right or wrong, pain or pleasure, victory or defeat, Swami says to accept it. And this is the 4 words, 4 verses or 4 lines which Swami writes in the middle of that letter. Very, very powerful. As we said, he says what he has come for, he says what is his promise, and he also clearly says what are his expectations.
Swami continues in the letter, when I am thus engaged in my beneficial task, how can my name ever be tarnished as you apprehend? As regards the way of life here and its comforts and discomforts, even when I do my work with no involvement with anyone, criticism comes forth unwarranted. What would happen if I actually involved myself? When people like you desire to do such acts, how can I say no? Swami is speaking about the adoration and adulation that devotees offer. Swami is saying that I have nothing to do with it. I am not interested in that. But when you have the desire for your sake, I am doing it. Without doing anything, only people are already criticizing. So Swami is giving an idea of the times to come. Imagine when I start accepting it, how people will criticize. And we see that criticism, right? To this day, Swami owned car, Swami had this. Shirdi Baba himself had said, now my devotees can give only this. And I am happy with this. Whatever they are happy to give, I am happy to receive. Because it is not about the object, it's about the love. Swami continues, more importantly, I have no concern for the actions that people like you undertake. It only concerns you, not me. But I will not let go of my hold, my assurance and my nature. The work for which I have come concerns me. Fame or ill fame, good or bad, does not concern me. All are alike to me. I have nothing special to do with them. In order to be familiar with the world, I move with them, talk with them. In fact, there is no need for me to do all these things. I do not have anything of my own or yours. In whatever form or name you call, I will respond. I will come to the place you want me to come. Today I reveal all these things to you. I have never revealed them to anyone earlier. I undertake all these activities only for the sake of the people. How great! There are some people when even in their lifetime, through all their efforts, they have not been able to realize my Shakti or power. There is a poem which says that if Goddess Saraswati were to write the glories of Lord using all the trees in the world as pen, all the mountains as paper, all the waters in the oceans as ink, she will still not be able to write everything. Swami is saying, how can, when people have spent lifetimes and have not comprehended my glory, how can you expect to comprehend and understand everything? Nobody can do me any harm. Do not think even in your dreams that I will be spoilt. I do understand that you have written to me with love, affection and nothing else. I do not have any dissatisfaction in my mind. I will not come in the way if you take any kind of activity in this regard. So Swami is saying, you do whatever you want. The master plan is already rolling. It's set in action. It will happen. Many times we think that we are all actors in this drama and the Lord is the witness. Somehow reading the letter, I feel that the Lord is the only actor. We are all simply witnesses. We just witness His Leela and Mahima. You will witness my full glory in the coming years. His next statement, Swami says that. You will witness, because you are the witness. I am the only doer. You will witness my full glory in the coming years. Our devotees must have patience. Hence, only if you have patience will you know everything. I have written to you in detail. I am replying to you as you may feel pained if I do not respond. In fact, I am not bound to do so. If we are perfect in our actions, nobody can do anything. After that, it is all up to you. I do not have any suspicion, nor do I bear any ill will towards you. I maintain my distance from you for the sake of the world. I am always by you in the spirit. And then Swami adds, I have written on separate sheets each time because devotees keep entering the room very often. No more to write. Your Baba.
Akhila manavulaku ఆనందమునగూర్చి అఖిల మానవులకు ఆనందమునగూర్చి రక్షించుచుండుటే దీక్షనాకు సల్మార్గమును వీడి చరించువారల పట్టికా పాడుటే వ్రతమునాకు వేద సాధలకైన పెనుబాధ తొలగించి లేమిని బాపుటే ప్రేమనాకు లేమిని బాపుటే
Swami would say that going after the world and going after successes in the world is like going after the shadow of the coconut. Going after God is like climbing the coconut tree itself, because even as you climb the coconut tree and get the real coconut, your shadow gets the shadow coconut also. This is what it is. Swami said, think of me, be in me, live in me. You will get everything else. Yes, there will be ups and downs in life, but nevertheless, as Swami said, I will never let go of my devotees, and that is what I am proud of. If there is anything that I pride myself of, it is this fact that I never let go of my devotees. Maybe with that resolve of Swami, we will conclude this. We cannot do Kirtanam if you are not performing Shravanam. So you have given us the opportunity to put to best use the faculty that Swami has given, the faculty of speech. So for that we are grateful to all of you. We salute the Swami in each one of you.
जय जगदीश हरे स्वामी सत्य साई हरे भक्त जना संरक्षक भक्त जना संरक्षक भक्ति महेश्वरा ओम जय जगदीश हरे शशिवदना श्रीकरा सर्वा प्राणपते स्वामी सर्वा प्राणपते आश्रित कल्पलतिका आश्रित कल्पलतिका आपद्बान्धवा ओम जय जगदीश हरे मात पिता गुरुदैवमु मरि अंतयु नीवे स्वामी मरि अंतयु नीवे नाग ब्रह्म जगन्नाथ नाग ब्रह्म जगन्नाथ नागेन्द्राशयना ओम जय जगदीश हरे ओंकार रूप ओजस्वी साई महादेवा सत्य साई महादेवा मंगल हारति अंधुको मंगल हारति अंधुको मंदर गिरिधारी ओम जय जगदीश हरे नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण 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 ओम नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण नारायण ओम जय सद्गुरुदेवा नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण 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 ओम नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण नारायण ओम जय सद्गुरुदेवा नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण 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 ओम नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण नारायण ओम जय सद्गुरुदेवा ओम शांति 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 समस्त लोकाः सुखिनो भवन्तु समस्त लोकाः सुखिनो भवन्तु समस्त लोकाः सुखिनो भवन्तु ओम शांति 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 जय बोलो भगवान श्री सत्य साई बाबा जी की जय।
लहरें है अनेक सागर है एक तारे है कई गगन पर है वही गहने अलग अलग पर एक है कनक प्राणी भिन्न भिन्न पर आत्मा भिन्न इस सृष्टि का ये मर्म वसुधैव कुटुम्बकम् वसुधैव कुटुम्बकम् सागर में गागर, गागर में सागर, भीतर और बाहर है वही सागर। हर प्राणी एक गागर, सब में एक सागर, फूटे माया की गागर, मिले सागर से सागर। है यही परम सत्यम, वसुधैव कुटुम्बकम्, वसुधैव कुटुम्बकम्, वसुधैव कुटुम्बकम्, वसुधैव कुटुम्बकम्, वसुधैव कुटुम्बकम्। प्रकटन दिखे कई पर वास्तव एक है, राहें चले कई पर मंजिल एक है। नाम है कई पर सृष्टा एक है, अनेक में एकत्व सृष्टि का गहन सत्य है। यही मूल मंत्र वसुधैव कुटुम्बकम्, वसुधैव कुटुम्बकम्, वसुधैव कुटुम्बकम्, वसुधैव कुटुम्बकम्, वसुधैव कुटुम्बकम्। इस कुटुंब में बरसे नित प्रेम सुधा, इसलिए प्रभु ने रची है ये वसुधा। मानव का बंधुत्व, ईश्वर का पितृत्व इस कुटुंब का है। यही आधार तत्व है प्रेम ही एक धर्मम्, वसुधैव कुटुम्बकम्।